are you, my dear subjects of continuity with change? How's the awakening in the paradise of full sovereignty? Today I woke up wondering if the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights could really help this country. Because let me tell you, if there was anything missing from our national tragicomedy, the one they write every day from the palace with a doctor's handwriting and an iron will, saw Uncle Richie cross the border to denounce the Latin American criminal group 4T. But that's not all. Get ready. Chachas's red phone has been ringing more than a debt collector's office. And on the other end, it's not a friendly executive, but Donald Trump himself, with a stopwatch in his hand. Make yourselves comfortable, because today we're going to analyze how the Mexican system became so efficient that even billionaires can't keep up. Not even the president can escape justice. Does he have enough time to hang up on the blonde guy from Queens? Let's get to it. It turns out that Mr. Ricardo Salinas Pliego had to go to Washington to complain that here in Mexico, the rule of law has more holes than a strainer, right in the middle of a flood in Mexico City. You know that never happens here. It's not that Ricardo wants to cut in line. According to insiders, the state apparatus no longer just wants you to pay, it also expects you to submit and thank them publicly. The interesting thing about Salinas Pliego isn't whether he owes taxes or not. Let the accountants and lawyers handle that. He's the only one sharing a story different from the official version. In a country where the truth is dictated at 7 in the morning, it's not normal for someone to have the resources and the microphone to say this. He becomes a dangerous threat to the regime. That's why Salinas didn't send little lawyers. He went himself, with his papers, to speak. Look, this proves that in Mexico there's no longer a referee, just one team that owns the stadium. But while Uncle Richie is seeking protection, at the National Palace, there was a 15-minute drama. Yes, as you already know, 15 minutes, that was the time Donald Trump gave our president girl in his last call. While he gave Gustavo Petro almost an hour of friendly conversation and invited the Venezuelan Delcy Rodriguez to virtually have tea at the White House. Such a difference in treatment. A case that contrasts with the visit of Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, who gave Donald Trump the Nobel Peace Prize medal, in another attempt to gain his support to restore democracy in Venezuela. But if she thought that the gift could push the president to give a clearer endorsement, it seems she'll have to wait, at least for now. A photo published by the White House shows Trump next to Machado, holding a large plaque with a golden frame that looked ready to hang. On the wall containing the medal and the dedication, presented as a personal symbol of gratitude on behalf of the Venezuelan people, recognition for President Trump's decisive and principled action to secure a free Venezuela. Maria gave me her Nobel Peace Prize for the work I have done, a wonderful gesture of mutual respect, Trump posted on Truth Social. It should be noted that the Nobel Peace Center, based in Oslo, quickly reiterated that the medals cannot be shared or transferred. Machado commented to the media as he left the White House that the Trump administration understood the need to rebuild institutions and protect human rights and freedom of expression, and of a new and genuine electoral process to encourage Venezuelans to return to their country. He also insisted that Venezuela already has an elected president, Edmundo Gonzalez, the opposition candidate whom the United States previously recognized after the disputed 2024 elections in the country. Although Washington previously backed Machado and Gonzalez, Trump didn't support the opposition. After Maduro's capture, however, he gave his support to Delcy Rodriguez, an action that surprised many anti-Maduro supporters. Despite Machado's optimistic tone, it is unclear what she achieved, if anything, beyond a photo session and an official gift bag engraved with Trump's signature. The Trump administration has repeatedly indicated that it sees Delcy Rodriguez as a pragmatic, stable partner for the United States. This Thursday, when the meeting began, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt reiterated that Trump's assessment of Machado had not changed. I don't know about you, but Machado's offering seemed mostly useless to me. Donald Trump apparently already knows how to make Delcy Rodriguez his employee in Venezuela. In other words, Trump knows that if he gives his support to Maria Corina and Edmundo Gonzalez so that the opposition takes power, it will be difficult for him to keep doing as he pleases in Argentina. And, as I have always said, the United States has no friends, only interests, which it currently has well under control by keeping Delcy Rodriguez under its orders. Meanwhile, Mexico's famous electoral reform moves forward. The one that aims to hand out loaded shotguns to the guys from the 4T, so they can take the whole cake and not leave even crumbs. Even to allied parties like the Workers' Party or the Green Party, parties that are now experiencing firsthand the authoritarian decisions of the Maroon Party. And now, are you finally raising hell? See, I told you so, didn't I? I've been telling you this for years. The day will come when these guys will kill each other, literally and metaphorically. And that day has come, because regimes like the 4T walk over everyone. They have no allies or loyalty, only submission and abuse. The so-called electoral reform is just the... That's what the electoral reform has done to us. And that's what the electoral reform has done to us. That's what the reform has done. That's what the electoral reform has done to us. That's what the 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 reform has done to us. Uncle Richie tells the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights that we're heading into an authoritarian regime. Our Presidenta wonders why Trump prefers talking to Petro or Delcy over her. The drama is so intense that Adán Augusto Monreal and Luisa Maria Alcalde's meetings now focus on making decisions, not reviewing laws. Which heart will they offer to Washington's God so lightning won't strike? Keep applauding. The show's at its peak. And the shipwreck of uncertainty is already up to our necks. But hey, at least we have humanitarian aid for Cuba. Meanwhile, here fentanyl and narco politics are our daily bread. Cheer up, because it takes many to destroy themselves. But to realize our international embarrassment, you just need to watch this channel. What do you think? What will we see next? How will politics surprise us? Will there still be something that surprises us? I'll read your comments. See you Monday.
Remember that you can make your donations via PayPal. You can find the information in the comments section. Thanks to you, this channel stays active. It's very important to subscribe, like, and hit the bell to get notifications whenever there's new content. Thank you.